Hello, everybody. Good evening to all of you in Indonesia, most of you. First of all, I miss you all. I haven't seen a lot of you for, I don't know, quite a long time. So for tonight, this Zoom, I would like to talk about Right Riches for You. So Right Riches for You is a specialty program in Access. Of course, by that name, you know it's all about wealth, money, riches, abundance, and everything in that area. Okay. And this is a topic that a lot of people have so much avoidance about. If you look at how things function on planet Earth, one of the things that people have the most judgment is money. Okay, so that's why a lot of people, when they want to create more money, it becomes so difficult because of what you are not willing to receive. First of all, money is never the problem. Money is never the problem. Money is never the problem. It's always what we are not willing to receive that is the problem. Then, of course, people will say, I'm willing to receive money. No, it's not about you willing to receive money or not. What is it that you are not willing to receive? And that is creating a problem, let's say, in your life in about money. Okay, so for tonight, I would say it shouldn't be that long. Maybe I would do this for 20, 30 minutes. It depends on what you all would like to know about Right Riches for You. Or if you have any questions, anything that I can contribute to you, please just ask your question. Let's play with the POVETs. Okay, so a lot of you know that 2 years ago, or maybe 1.5 years ago, I don't quite remember, in Access, we started to add the POVETs into the clearing statement. So the POVETs, it stands for the point of view that you are avoiding or defending. So when it comes to money, let's try this, everyone. So let's see what shows up. Maybe we can do some clearing and then it change something for everyone. So with regards to money, what are you avoiding? Feel free to answer me. You can type or you can unmute yourself. When it comes to money, what are you avoiding? Somebody say something, please. Otherwise, I feel bored. I'm like, why am I doing this? Difference? You don't want to be different? Well, unfortunately, you are very different. You are very, very different. No matter how hard you try to not be different, you are still very, very different. Everywhere that you don't want to be different is where you have to use your energy against yourself. So, and oh, by the way, if you look at how things function on planet Earth, do you think that the majority, when I say majority, what I mean is at least 90% of the population, okay? If you look at the majority, do you think they are conscious and aware about money? Or they are uneducated about money? Most people are so not educated about money, and a lot of the so-called education about money, it's full of lies. Okay, it doesn't work for us. So if you would allow you to be different, then you don't have to choose what everyone else is choosing. You can finally have your own reality. You can have your reality that is very, very different. And that includes having ease with money. And so everything that is everywhere that you're not willing to be different, and that is limiting your financial reality, will you please destroy and uncreate? Right and wrong, good and bad, pop and pot, online shorts, boys, POVETs, and beyonds. So someone saying to avoid being poor. Well, if you need to avoid being poor, what's your focus? Where are you putting your attention? Where are you putting your energy? Do you think it's possible to get rich with the thought of like I'm avoiding being poor. I want to avoid being poor. I want to avoid being poor, and then you will get rich. Okay, so this is the trap with the avoidance. Things that you want to avoid, you might also create it. Okay. So everywhere that you put so much focus on avoiding being poor rather than using your energy to put your energy into places that it can create more for you, will you please destroy and create out of that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pop and pot, all 9 shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. And do you notice that it's even hard for you to be present with the topic of money? Most of you, you're like, as soon as I start to talk about money, wealth, you're like, Okay, so these are all the energies, the unconscious energies that you have when it comes to about money and wealth and abundance. This is why it's so hard for most people to create money, because as soon as you go into the topic of money, all this unconsciousness, all this avoidance, all this defense, the lack of receiving show up. You cannot be present. You don't even know what's really going on. And then, of course, you don't know what you can choose to change a situation. Okay, so that's why with access, I would say that access is such a beautiful gift to everyone. We can clear limitations that we don't even know we have. Okay, so that you don't have to carry those heavy energy that makes you checked out from your own life when it comes to money. Then finally, you can, and if you would allow you to be different, very different, then creating money can become a lot easier. So someone is saying they're too rich, and then people will get jealous and then take the money away. Okay, okay, so this is where you are confusing yourself. You are putting few different things together into one topic. Okay. So let me talk about Right Riches first. Right Riches is a conscious education about money that my personal point of view is everyone should have that. Okay, because you are living on planet Earth, you use money. But if you don't have conscious education about money, you would have difficulty with your life. Okay. So why did I say that you put two different things here together? First of all, you talk about the jealousy. That's why I said it's not about you not willing to receive money, but because of you don't want to receive jealousy, you have to cut your money flow. You have to make you normal. You have to make you nothing great about you so that no one would project jealousy at you. Is this making sense? Okay, so you refuse to receive jealousy. And then now you say, people can take away your money. How the fuck is that even possible? Okay, I used the F word intentionally. Fana, I hope you translate the F word as well. How the fuck is that possible? I mean, if it's your money, it's your money. How can someone take your money? Why do you act like a kid that you are not in charge? You don't have power around topic of money. Why do you act like someone can take it away from you and you cannot even protect yourself? So everything that brings up times a gazillion will now please destroy and uncreate. Right and wrong, good and bad, pop and pot, all 9 shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Let me see what else. Having not enough money to pay for errands and school, insurance and leisure, blah, 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 blah. So what are you not willing to receive? Is it really money is the problem? Okay, if money is the problem, it should be a problem for everyone. If money is not a problem for some people, but a problem for most people, you have to look at what is it that you are not willing to receive. That's why you have so-called money problem. With myself, just about 30 minutes or 1 hour ago before this class, I was looking at my own life. And I also asked myself, so what is it that I'm not willing to choose? What is it that I'm not willing to have? That if I would choose that, I would have a lot more ease, a lot more money. I wouldn't create problem with money. And the thing that I wasn't willing to choose just now, which I'm going to share with you and run some clearings with you. What I wasn't willing to choose just now was to have a future with too much ease. A lot of you are willing to have some ease. Okay, wait, that's not even correct. Most of you, okay, let me be very direct. Most of you are not even choosing ease. You don't even understand what is ease. Okay, you don't even think that's possible. And then after you learn access, you do some pocket pocketing, receive bars, you expand your receiving, blah, blah, blah. So you choose to have some ease. All right. So a lot of you are at this stage. Then if you have too much ease, it's so beyond this reality. It's beyond your understanding. And people will judge you, people will have a lot of jealousy, and so many other insanity. Okay, so just about an hour ago, I stepped into a bigger space. I'm not only willing to have ease, I'm willing to have too much ease. So everywhere that you are not willing to have that, and of course you have to make your life small, will you please do? And then you blame the money as the problem. Poor money. Money is so innocent. Money is never the problem, but it keeps getting all the blame. Everything that is, will you please this run and create. Right, wrong, good and bad, pop and pot. Oh, night, shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So everywhere that you are blaming money as the problem, which keeps you from actually seeing what's really going on with your own life. And of course, that keeps you from changing it. And then you blame money even more. It's like a vicious cycle. You blame money as the problem, then money is not coming, and then you blame money even more, and of course money is not coming, and then it just keeps looping infinitely. Everything that is, will you please destroy and create all of that. Right and wrong, good and bad, pug and pot, all night, shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Okay, so does anyone have any questions about Right Riches? Because my main target for this Zoom is really to introduce you to this thing, and not just about the class. I might do this class in Indonesia sometimes in the future. I don't know when. And there is also this book that you can read. It's written by Gary and Dane. It's called Right Riches for You. It's a great book. It's actually very easy and simple to read, but most people don't even bother to educate themselves about money. Many years ago, one clearing that I did for myself that started to change things for me is like, so at the time we used the stupidity clearing process. That was so long ago. Okay. The stupidity here, it doesn't mean that you are stupid. It's not about that at all. The stupidity is what it means is just unawareness. We make ourselves unaware. Then only we can be stupid. So what stupidity are you using to avoid educating yourself about money, wealth, abundance, and finances? Wow, are you choosing? Everything that is times a gazillion, we will now place this run and create. Right and wrong, good and bad, pop and pot. Oh, nice. Shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Okay, so for example, how many of you, let's say you know there is this book called Right Riches for You, you know there's this book called How to Become Money Workbook, which it's not even expensive, but it can totally change your life. How many of you bought that book and then you just leave it there? Or you bought that book, you read 4 pages. Okay, so do you think, and then of course you will judge yourself, I must be too lazy, I got distracted, blah, 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 blah. So, but at the same time, there will be some books that you read, but there are some books that you purposely avoid. Okay, so you are not avoiding the book. What you are really avoiding is educating yourself about money and wealth. Someone said she lost her ebook. How can you even lose an ebook? And by the way, if it's something that is important to you, you wouldn't lose it. If it's something that's important to you, you wouldn't lose it. If it's something important to you, no one can take it away from you. If you let it disappear from your life, you have to be honest with yourself. You don't care about it. Based on all the insanities, all the unconsciousness, you no longer care about money. But again, it's not really about money. It's really about you creating your life and also your future. Would you like to have more ease or even too much ease in your life and in your future? So what stupidity are you using to avoid educating yourself about money, wealth, abundance, and finances are you choosing? Everything that is times a gazillion will not please this right and create. Right and wrong, good and bad, pop and pot. Oh, nine. Shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. One more time. Few more times, actually. One more time is not even enough. So how much of the big five are you, no, what stupidity are you using? Maybe I can do big five. All right, I will use big five. So how much of the big five are you using to avoid educating yourself about money, wealth, abundance, and finances are you choosing? Everything that is times a gazillion will now please this run and create. Right and wrong, good and bad, pop and pot. All nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. How much of the big five are you using to avoid educating yourself about money, wealth, abundance, and finances are you choosing? Everything that is times a gazillion will now please this round and create. Right and wrong, good and bad, pop and pop. All nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Okay, let me give you some examples here. Then maybe I think that might be it for this Zoom. Unless some of you have some questions. How many of you know what could create money for you, and that's exactly what you avoid? Okay, you know if you do this, you will create something very different. Not just more money, maybe more ease, but that's exactly what you avoid. You will have so many reasons and justification why you cannot do that. You go into all the drama, trauma, blah, blah, blah. And then you put your focus on something else, and then, of course, then you don't really create the money that you say you desire. Okay, so that's one way people lie to themselves a lot. So in the Right Riches for You class, it's not just about talking about money. It's also about, do you have the wealth of being? Wealth of being is a huge topic that I cannot go into tonight, but it's like, can you be you? Do you know that you being you is a wealth? It's a form of wealth. Do you even see yourself as valuable? Because if you don't see yourself as valuable, you think, okay, so most people, they judge themselves so much, and then they try to prove that they are valuable, but inside their heart, they still believe I'm nobody, I'm not a contribution, blah, blah, blah. Then if you don't believe that you are valuable, would you take care of yourself with money? So how much of the big five are you using to avoid educating yourself about money, wealth, finances, and abundance are you choosing? Everything that is times a gazillion will now please this right and create. Right and wrong, good and bad, pop and pot. All nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Ah, so much energy. Yeah. So how much of the big five and all the stupidity that you are using to avoid educating yourself about money, wealth, abundance, and finances? Will you please destroy and create all of that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pop and pot. All nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. Please run this clearing a lot. If you don't get anything out of this Zoom, at least run this a lot until you no longer avoid educating yourself about money. You don't have to be perfect now. No one is perfect. Even the richest man is not perfect about money. They have tons of stupidity, but they have more willingness to have money. But that's a different topic. Because if you keep avoiding looking at the situation and start changing it, and also avoid educating yourself about money, things will not change. You will have a lot of fantasy. I hope a rich man will come and marry me and then give me all the money, or I will hit the jackpot, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but that's not how money works. Most people, they function from waiting instead of creating. Okay, so for this Zoom, I hope what you get out of it, well, I talked about so many things, but the main thing here based on the energy is, what if you no longer avoid educating yourself about money? You are always willing to teach yourself to be more conscious and more aware about how money works, how finances, how wealth work. okay, then your life can be very different. And please know, it's not just about your life getting different. When you change something about your life this way, energetically, you are opening a path for other people to be inspired by you, by what you have chosen. And also they can choose it because of you have created that path. You know, once you walk that, you created that path, it's easier for other people to follow. Okay. And of course, the purpose here is not so that other people could follow, but what I mean is when you choose something different, when you get more conscious, the entire world change. Okay. You might not believe it for now, but this is how it works. And when you have more money, you can always contribute more to people around you and also to the entire world. And ultimately, I would say this is why we talk so much about money. Okay. It's never just about you getting rich. Yes, it's still important so that you can have a great life. But you also know that if it's all about you getting rich and not being a contribution to other people, most of you don't even feel motivated. Do you realize that? But if you know that with more money you have, you could change the world, you can contribute to so many things, so many people, you feel that joy within you because you know that's who you are, that's what you would like to see on planet Earth. All right, so one more time, and then I would say that's it for now. And so how much of the big five and all the stupidity that you use to avoid educating yourself about money, wealth, abundance, and finances, will you please destroy and create all of that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pop and pot, all nine short stories, poets and beyonds. So a few good resources that you can find. Go to Access website. There are so many books that you can read. And there are also Right Reaches for You facilitators worldwide. There are so many of them. I'm one of them, but I don't know when I will be doing this in Indonesia. I wish soon, but let's see. So someone said, yeah, that slaps me hard. No, I was being very gentle. That wasn't even hard. When I do the class, if you are brave enough, you come to the class, I will slap you way harder energetically. Okay, not physically. No violence in excess. Uh, so, so I hope this contributes to you. Thank you, everyone, for your time, and thank you, Fena, for translating this. I look forward to seeing you again, maybe in person or maybe a different Zoom. All right. So take care, everyone. Bye bye.